Come join me while I show you how I sharpen my cooking knives. Alright, back to business. Okay, after that bit of a lengthy intro, I want to introduce my knives. These are the 3 knives that I use. 2 of them are Santoku knives. I much prefer them to the traditional chef's knives, and that's basically how they look like. And I've got one more smaller knife for precise cutting of fruits or vegetables. But I have to tell you, about 90% of my cutting will be done by the Santoku knife. The full metal knives are actually from, believe it or not, IKEA. And I like them very much. I like the handle, they fit perfectly, they cut perfectly. Now onto the actual video. Now what you need is a big plastic ball and your sharpening stones, or whetstones of course. And as you can see, my whetstones have 2 different types of grits, 400 and 1000. And I've also got another one with 3000 and 8000. Now what I'm holding in my hand right here is a leveling whetstone. Remember when I was talking about the grit of a whetstone? Well, this one is especially coarse, so it can easily remove any non-level parts of the whetstone. Due to normal wear and tear, the middle of the whetstone will comparably become a valley to the outer edges of the whetstone. You could imagine it as hills in the corners and a valley in the middle. Now grab your bowl of water and drop in those whetstones. And almost immediately you will notice that they will start bubbling. These kind of whetstones need to be soaked thoroughly in water until all of the bubbles disappear. Now it's time to sharpen your knives. Lay down a damp towel to stop your cooking board from sliding around on the counter. The majority of kitchen knives are sharpened at an angle of 17 to 20 degrees. Now in order to achieve that, I use my thumb and press it into the back of the knife and hold it there while it slides across the whetstone. Now you don't want to apply too little pressure, nor do you want to apply too much pressure. Over time you will slowly get a feel for it, and what you can see me doing right now is testing for the burr that was formed at the edge of the knife. After a few passes I switch the whetstones and use the finer grit side. In case you have 2 whetstones, of course you're going to switch to your second even finer whetstone. Remember that you need to be applying pressure exactly to the middle of the part of the knife that you're trying to sharpen. Otherwise the edges of the whetstone can dull certain parts of the blade. What I have learned over time is that you don't actually need that much water. As long as your whetstone has been properly soaked and you add just a few drips at the beginning, you'll be fine. Now comes the part you've all been waiting for. That has been my short guide to sharpening your knives. Thanks for stopping by.